Hello. I'm Vlad Rodchenko, software developer, specializing in creating solutions in the field of neural networks and web services. In general, this is a demo video application. Like open source, it has a mention on the network, there is a video about the application, there are stars on GitHub and several thousand users. Today I'll tell you about it. The application has several features, and to avoid repetition, I'll mention that all functionality works both with videos and photos. What can the application do? First, it can replace multiple faces in photos. Second, it can animate lips to match audio. Third, it enhances the quality of faces and the overall environment. Fourth, it removes moving objects and text. Fifth, it removes backgrounds for moving objects. Sixth, it changes the style of video or moving objects based on text queries describing desired scenes. Seventh, it separates vocals from music. The application is available in both mobile and desktop versions, meaning each page of the application is displayed for both mobile devices and desktops. The application is called Wunjo. It helps users automate the content creation process, save time and resources, and lower the barrier for achieving complex tasks with a single click, all using neural networks. The app utilizes over 40 neural networks. Here are several examples of how Wunjo is used by users. Video editing tools. Some users use Wunjo to remove text from their story videos. Others apply the app to replace faces in their content or to animate lips. For instance, in an educational video with a person, if a specific moment needs to be recorded, the user can record the audio separately and then overlay it on existing video footage, matching the lips. Furthermore, objects can be removed. Besides text, objects can be deleted or even extracted without a background. For instance, if a car is moving in a video, we can remove it. We erase the entire background in green or any selected background, and the resulting car can be superimposed onto any video. Video restyling involves generating videos using neural networks, essentially altering the user's video using generative neural networks. The user inputs a prompt, and the video changes similar to image generation or changes with Stable Diffusion, but more advanced. I'll explain this in more detail. All of this can help automate content processing using neural networks, significantly reducing production time and improving result quality. The advantage of this version is that several processes can run simultaneously. In the previous version, only one process worked, it was a desktop program. The new version is now a full-fledged service that handles multiple tasks and users simultaneously. Limits are set: resolution usage, duration, and file upload size. Any module is available via API. A user can request a video face replacement, choose different timings, face coordinates, and run it. Yes, in this module, there are filtering options by days, years, and content type. In this module, users can replace faces in their content by uploading it to the application. Here's how it works. For example, a user uploads a video. Upon viewing the screen, they receive instructions on what to do. They then play the video where they want to replace a face. The user selects the face and specifies the desired timing. Once the face is selected, the application knows what to replace. We enable the Set Avatar Face option. Additionally, when replacing faces via the API, users can select multiple face replacements with different timings, whereas in the interface, this can only be done once. This design choice simplifies the interface and reduces the computer's processing load. Let's return to the avatar. An avatar is the face we will be replacing. We can upload a face and select it, or we can generate a non-existent person based on parameters such as gender, age, and ethnicity. After generating, we have a result. such as a female face. We then select this face. In this option, we can choose a name and see the expected content size after generation. The similarity coefficient of the face depends on the quality of the original content. Hover over the parameter to understand when to use a higher or lower value. We can control the similarity coefficient of faces between frames with this slider. We can also replace all faces in the content or replace twin faces when identical faces appear in one frame. After pressing start, we can initiate multiple processes simultaneously. You can click on the log button to see what exactly is happening with the content. In the finished content, you can rename it, delete it, view metadata, and also share a link to the content. Among the interesting features, you can reprocess the content in the current module or open recommendations. In the recommendations section, you'll find examples of how to improve the current result or what to do next with the content. In our example, the generated content can be further used for lip animation or to enhance the face if the quality is not satisfactory. Now, here's a very interesting function. Content analysis. If you're unsure about the content, you can check whether a face has been replaced in the content before or if there has been deepfake lip animation. This means analyzing the content for the presence of deepfake techniques. Let's take a look at this video. Let's wait a moment. Now, it's clear that this is a deepfake video, and it was created using Wunjo. Let's continue. While the content is being generated, we'll take a closer look at it later. Oh, the content is already finished. Let's see the result. We selected a specific time frame, and we can see that the face was replaced exactly at the timing we chose. Moving on to lip synchronization. Lip synchronization can work on both videos and photos. We can do all the same things: rename, delete, share a link, and view metadata. There are various recommendations available, and you can select by date and apply different filters. Once we've selected the desired content, we choose a face and timing. When we select change after 4 seconds, what does this mean? It means that the first 4 seconds remain unchanged, and the lip animation is applied from that point onward. If the audio is longer than the video segment loops and reverses seamlessly to match the audio length. One interesting parameter is audio overlay, where speech is overlaid onto the current audio, allowing multiple people to converse in your video. The face similarity coefficient depends on the video quality and determines how accurately the face changes in frames to match the selected individual rather than just anyone. The neural networks remember which specific person to work with, whether replacing faces or animating lips. You can see an example here. We can see that the face of the guy was replaced with the specific person selected. However, the face of the girl was not replaced because the neural network recognized that it's a different person. Let's return to lip sync. Loading our audio. You can upload audio or record your voice. You can listen to the audio and choose different timings. Additionally, you can analyze whether the uploaded content is a deepfake specifically concerning lip animation, to ensure the authenticity of what the person is saying. We start the process. The uploads are in progress, and we can upload several of them. Let's proceed further. Next, there's the enhancement of faces or overall content quality. This works for both videos and photos. Face enhancement, for instance, can help recreate teeth if they are missing, especially in cases of lip synchronization. For example, when we click on recommendations, we can see how we can further use or improve content from lip animation. We select the type of enhancement, improving the face, drawing over the entire video, or enhancing a regular video. Next, we can choose a file name and then start the process. The next module involves removing moving objects and text from your content. Let's upload some content to remove text. Great, I've created a video that contains text. Let's upload it to remove this text. What can we do here? We can remove moving objects. Let's proceed. The frame is sent to a neural network, which segments the frames into different objects within the scene. After processing is complete, you simply need to click on the object, and it will automatically be selected throughout the rest of the video. This allows for the removal of moving objects specifically. By default, there are 3 brushes available, but you can have as many as needed. Each brush represents a new object. You can also select the timing, specifying from which point to which point you want to remove the object from the scene. Please note that there's an option for enhanced object removal. Unlike a standard neural network that predicts what is likely to be in place of the removed object, the enhanced version also remembers what was in the frames before the object appeared. This makes the frame look more natural and the removal smoother. However, this is particularly useful if the object was moving, and we can identify from the frames what was there before the object appeared. Enhanced object removal is more resource intensive and may put more strain on the processor compared to regular removal methods. Let's start our process and configure the parameters for removing text. To remove text, you need to toggle the option for text removal. Then, select the text area and specify where exactly to remove the text. Since our content may contain a lot of different text, such as packaging or clothing labels, we may not want to remove everything but only certain parts. By selecting the text area, only the highlighted text will be removed within that region. We can also choose the timing for removing text. Let's not forget about our toggle. By the way, when you hover over each object, there are instructions and descriptions to guide you, so you won't get lost. Let's take a look at the lip sync result. Here's our video. You can see that the lips were animated at the correct timing, and even the teeth are of good quality. However, if you're not satisfied with the result, you can open the recommendations and send the content for facial enhancement. Our next module is background removal for moving objects. You can also select multiple objects. Upload your content. We can review what was done before. For example, here's background removal with fish and without. We obtained images of girls without microphones, and we can also isolate the microphone. What do? We upload our content and select the objects in it to obtain these objects without a background. We select our fish. We can also choose the timing, but this time we won't do that. If you choose a timing, the object without a background will be obtained exactly at the selected timing. Next, we choose what the background will be. If it's an image, the background can be transparent. If it's a video, the transparent background becomes white. Chroma key backgrounds are also available. Let's start the process. It looks like our object and text removal is already finished. Let's take a look at the result. With the text, we can see that everything is good. It was removed exactly within the timing we selected, 1 to 4 seconds. For the removal of 2 objects, we can see the results. We removed the first 2 seconds. The person's head and the picture near the window. As we can see, the neural network inferred that there is a continuation of the window in place of the picture, and with the person, we can see a flying wig. It looks like the background removal has also finished. Let's take a look at the results. Wait a moment. Something interesting to note is that you can select objects after uploading your content. As you can see, I can select an object and then edit the timing. If I change the start time, a new frame is sent to the neural network to obtain new segments. However, if I don't do this, all the selected masks are saved, and I can review them again by clicking on any brush. Now let's go back to see the results of the background removal. We can see that we obtained 2 objects with a green background that we selected, and these objects can be moved. You can easily place them into your video and use Chroma key to remove the green background. Let's move on to the video restyling module. What does video restyling do? It allows you to change video using text prompts, not just for videos but also for images. How does it work? We select the content. Click Select Object. We can choose multiple objects for modification, and each will have its own prompt. We can also select timing for the objects. Let's choose the kitten and close it. We'll be changing the kitten. Among the parameters, there is an interval for generating new scenes. Previously, we worked with a kitten and turned it into a dog. But it can be anything. We can change specific objects or the entire video. It's evident that we can also work with photos. We can choose a name and find out the limit for the size change. I have limited memory, and the maximum resolution is 512. However, if you have 16 gigabytes of video memory, HD will be available to you. The higher the resolution, the better the quality of the resulting content. Next, we can choose the model. In the model, just specify the URL, and the model will be downloaded automatically. The image is also pulled from the internet. The Stable Diffusion 1.5 model. Let's choose two objects to make sure each object has its prompt. We select the kitten and the fish. Close it and choose the model. And let's see what we have. We have a prompt on how to change the object. If you don't know what to write, the app can recommend a prompt on how to modify the object. We can choose how much to change our content, change it drastically or not. And the parameter that indicates how closely it matches the description. And a negative prompt that suggests what to exclude to improve quality. Next, we have the kitten. Let's turn the kitten into a pig. Then we choose random parameters. And we run it. While it's loading, let's see what else is in the app. In the settings, you can change the launch method to work only with CPU or GPU. You can disable internet access, adjust various parameters for the duration and size of the uploaded content, and select a comfortable resolution for your content. You can also view the technical specifications of your computer. Additionally, there are instructions on where to download models and where to manually place them. Models are downloaded automatically without your involvement during the first run of the module, but you can easily do this manually if needed. Let's take a look at the File Manager. With the File Manager, you can delete files, rename them, download them, view them, and share links to them. As you can see, everything is accessible in mobile mode. The idea is to run the application in server mode, which you can select in the settings by toggling between server and client modes. If you choose server mode, you will receive a temporary link that you and your friends can use from any device to create content using the power of your computer. That's why there are so many parameters in the settings for control, allowing you to choose limits for yourself and your friends. The coolest part is that you don't need to understand all of this intricately, you simply press a button and have a fully functional server application at your disposal. Let's take a look at our generation results. We can see that instead of a cat, we got a pig. And this is on my weak laptop. Imagine what you could achieve with a sufficiently powerful computer and plenty of video memory. Let's take a look at another useful module, audio source separation. You can separate vocals from music or extract only the accompaniment. The extracted vocals can be used for lip syncing and then overlaid back with the music. As you can see, there are already some previous results here that we can listen to at any time. We've uploaded the audio, so let's go through the options. You can extract vocals only, isolate the music, and remove silence from the beginning and end of the track. That's great. You've obtained the vocals and can listen to them separately. Now, let's extract the accompaniment and see the results quickly. That's great. You've obtained the vocals and can listen to them separately. Now, let's extract the accompaniment and see the results quickly.